Should we do a group powwow?
Wait, how are we opening this? Did we figure this out?
Typically the way we open it is like we just start recording. Tell you
Like what he's doing right now.
right now what's happening right this
Yeah,
second.
okay. All right.
Excellent, right, gentlemen.
Excellent.
The classic David move. All right. Hello and welcome to the Tick Pod, friends of Speranza, humans, everybody in between. What's up? This is our 10th episode. My name is It's Coda, Iitzcoda. Above me, in his rightful place, as always, the loveliest, the friendliest, the one who's getting his voice back slowly but surely. DJ Oros. What's up, my day?
What's going on, kiddo? Happy to be here. I don't have a voice yet, but we'll pretend.
It's coming. It's coming. Episode 10, man. Let's reflect a little bit. This is kind of cool, dude. We've been in the Arc Raiders sphere for 10 weeks here.
No, we're in a big impact on like say. So we'll probably keep it going and just make some stuff happen for the game.
I agree, especially the things that you bring up, dude. I think like you're like 90% success rate for bringing a topic up and then it being implemented in the game.
One thing that I am unsuccessful.
Yeah.
The merch store is still sold out. Everybody, I checked it again today.
As an absolute shocker to our listeners, our every week listeners, the merch store still not restocked. By the gods, there must not be enough cloth to make all the clothes.
So much fabric in the game.
One would think there is so much fabric in game. All right, well, this is a super special episode for us. It's our 10th episode, and one of our lovely wives decided that since they were going to be on the pod at some point anyway, that 10 would be the best. It's the Dimes episode. The Dimes are with us. On your screen to my, what would that be? To my left is my wife. We just got married in September. Been together for 9 years, so finally made it official, even though we owned a house 2 years previous to that. But yeah, everybody, this is Win. Say hello, say what's up.
Hey, what's up?
Nice. It's short, it's sweet, and to the point.
That's who I am as a person, you know.
It is very true.
But I actually have a question. Do you guys actually have an inside man on Arc Raiders, or?
We might. We can't give that away. Okay. Dave, right. What say you?
TBD.
We can't say for sure, but we may or may not have signed an NDA. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But you know, may or may not.
Okay.
If anyone has someone on the inside, though, it's DJ, because he knows someone everywhere.
It's insanely true. She who has just spoken, that is the lovely Lo. Lo Poop is her gamer tag for everybody. She's a top. Let's see. Where's my hand? She's this. By the gods, I can't do it. There it is. This way. Lo, what's up, dude?
Hiya.
Thanks for coming on with us. Back in the day, I married these two, so I was the officiant at their wedding. I had the honor of doing that. So something I'll never forget, and it was a beautiful moment all around.
So we played a beautiful song at our wedding as well.
I did sing you a song. That's true.
Sang songs. Loved when you sang song.
I've been known to sing some songs, dude, every once in a while.
It's been a good time, and we just coming up. We got married in 2020. History is February 2nd. It's also when we got married, Groundhog's Day. It's still the same day, right? Groundhog's Day, and it was a Super Bowl, and our other best friends, Dan Lombardo's birthday. So we out on. We're coming up on an anniversary here. So it's a big one.
True, man. You guys have been doing it forever. What a legendary team, the two of you. I'll tell you that much.
Go Goats.
Go Goats. All right, well, we're going to keep the ladies on here for the whole episode, but we are going to run through some Arc Raiders news. A lot has happened since we last met. Last week, we had a big update and a whole new release schedule window. So they give us a roadmap for the first quarter of 2026. We'll address that. The update is called 1.13.0, which dropped today. We're recording on January 27th, 26. In that update is an overarching event called Headwinds. So we will dive into some of the details there. And yeah, before we get into it, we're over here in Pittsburgh. We got, I don't know, almost a foot of snow, huh? Something like that in the last couple days.
It was pretty bad all around. I think for most people in the country, they get hit pretty hard. Told it was reminded our buddy Tapito of what Buffalo's like, so got to experience that, and I was all about it.
That's true. We do have good buddies that live up in the Buffalo, Rochester area. And when we were talking about having 10 to 12 inches of snow, they were like, that's nothing. We have like 2 feet. So hope everybody's staying safe out there. Hope you guys still have power. And if not, you're doing what you can to keep things going safely.
Was told, though, that Rochester is really Buffalo at one point.
No, they're not. Yeah,
it's not the same.
They're certainly not. No.
That is correct.
Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, who was it? That's right. I remember when it happened. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I wonder who told you that. No, they're about what? None are like an hour and a half, 2 hours split.
Yeah, between an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, yeah.
Yeah.
They're far enough away that they're certainly not the same. That would be like people saying Cleveland and Pittsburgh are the same, and we would probably lose our minds over that one.
You can have half credit.
All right. Well, what do you say, David? We just get right into it here.
I think we jump in.
All right. So the 1.13 update is called Headwinds, or that is the event that is happening with this update. We have a new cosmetic set. We got a little graphic for that little bad boy for the people watching on.
I don't think I have any
Twitter.
graphics for. Oh, we do. It's right there.
Oh, there she is.
All three
All right,
variants too on the screen, so you know.
Well, this guy was prepared for the pod. Oh my God. What are we thinking? Copper drop for you, David.
I bought it, so I'm up. I did change out of it already. Had it on it. I loved it. Then I found another like nice leather jacket outfit that I thought was cuter. But I do. I think it's a good one. It'll be a backup for. Everybody else is wearing golden now that they finished their deck, so I don't feel special anymore. So I need to change it up, and I this one.
I did think about you the other day. I've seen so many golden goalies, and I thought, wow, for a minute there, Dave was the only golden goalie, and now it's like the entirety of topside is golden goalies.
Well, I would like to keep some aspects of like with this outfit. If I could throw on the gloves and like maybe the mask, and then have this current outfit, just something with so we could adjust the cosmetics so we each a little bit of everything.
Oh wow, yeah. Completely unique idea that we certainly didn't talk about last week. Insane. I agree, man. I can't wait until that they bring that to the game and the interchangeable outfits sort of thing. For the wives in the chat, if we can see this little graphic here, what do we think about this skin? If you were an Arc Raider, would you be wearing this skin? Yes or no?
I cannot see anything.
Oh no!
Great.
We can fix it. Hold on. You're looking at the screen still. We could. It's on there. It's in there. So big.
There it is.
How about that?
Okay. Is there a gas mask?
A little bit of a mask going there.
I'm not impressed. I like the Aldi outfit more.
Okay. All right. It's a drop for low. How about for win?
I'd wear it.
She's copping. All right. I am dropping just because it looks so similar to the season 1 expedition skin to me.
That's what I thought too.
Her thoughts exactly. I do like what you did with it though, Dave. You took a lot of the stuff off, and that was a good look. So I do like that we don't have a ton of variants with the skins right now, but I do like that you can do that. You can remove certain parts of it and kind of make it your own, make it unique that way.
I guess I should disclaimer that I did take everything off of the except for like none of the accessories, anything. So it looks great in my opinion without any of most of the.
Agreed. Yeah, you were looking pretty solid this morning.
Completely different outfit then. Okay, great.
The last 3 minutes of conversation are irrelevant because Dave's skin looks completely different to this.
Correct.
That's funny. All right. We also in this update we were introduced with a level 40 plus mode. I think it's important we talk about this because our group chat had some really, really good ideas. And I think this was a bit of a swing and miss in terms of what they actually landed on. But what they brought in was solo versus squads mode. So you can queue into trios as a solo now. If if you do choose to do that, you get 20% increased XP on both extract or defeat, which is nice. So even if you die, you still get the 20% increase on XP for time survived, topside / raiders knocked, arc damage done, all of those good things. What they're trying to incentivize here is high risk, high intensity gameplay, which is cool. I think that'll lead to a lot of really nice clips. You'll probably see some insane 1v3s, but I also think personally this is probably going to promote like ratting extracts and just things that I don't love seeing in game a lot more. Dave, how are you feeling about this?
I think the teaser video that they put out with a few days before they were promoting play in the teaser. They were
Yeah.
they had one guy in a library putting traps everywhere to a squad camping the roof, killing them.
Right.
I mean, if that is part of the game. It's fun. It's I don't dislike it. I'm special Adam. It is funny that it seems that promoting with this expansion.
Yeah, totally. I think maybe it's an aim at trying to slow down the PvPers a little bit because currently the state of PvP is a lot of like just full on sprint at people. There's not that same amount of tension that there was when the game first dropped. So this might slow people down a bit, but I do agree with you, Dave. Although ratting and playing slow and tactically has its place in the game, it's certainly not my favorite thing to see run into or deal with. So we'll see. I think
if you're brave enough to go into a trio as a solo, I mean,
yeah,
good on you for sneaking around and getting your loot.
Special Adam is so upset with you. This is his least favorite episode of the podcast so far.
Honestly, though, I agree. I think I also brought this up, like episode 1 or 2. If in terms of free kits, but this is a little different, but same like avenue. If you're gonna take the risk to do that, then the onus is on the team that came in kitted and that has 3 players against 1 player to make sure that they handle that situation well. So it does just add tension, even for the trios. So yeah, for sure, good point.
Now, I mean, going back to it, I was very down on Plus whenever it was announced when we looked.
Yes.
And then our group chat like started brainstorming. We're thinking like, okay, well, what can we like? Maybe this is what it'll be. And so we're like, this will help cheaters. And I think Damage Out, who pulled that from somewhere else from the, and maybe talking about maybe limited free loadouts that you could go, a bunch of other options to implement plus mode and how to like help the game, and so it's like you can solos versus trees. I think that swing and a miss, but I think there's a lot of.
I agree. I think my favorite thing that I had heard, I think it was in our group chat, was somebody brought up like a minimum loadout value. And I think that definitely promote heavier PvP for sure. But like even if the value was like 5K, like a 5K kit, just anything that said no free loadouts in the mode, just a little added extra incentive to be in those game modes, then I was definitely there for that.
Now, do you think that's something maybe that this is like it's the whole thing with solos or squads and of this maybe in the future or shortly down the road? Is that
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think they listen to the community very well. And when they do listen, they seem to implement those things down the road in the future. So, sure, I think there's been enough forum backlash to this, which, for better or for worse, but people are opinionated about it. And a lot of people are saying that it feels out of touch with the community. Not sure I would go that far, but yeah, I think maybe they'll read this as like, hey, we had an opportunity here, and maybe the next implementation is like a minimum loadout value, or at the very least, like a reset on free loadout. So if you go on a free loadout, you can't do it again for another like 15, 20 minutes or something while the event is live. This is playing out as a map condition too, I should say that, which is a rotating map condition currently. Or wait,
So,
no.
no. I was
No,
gonna say
no.
one
That's
too.
yeah, my bad. No, that's for the ducks. That's for the ducks. I lied. You're totally right. Yeah, you can do this on any map at any time. Yep. My fault. Okay. Moving on. We got a trophy display project, which is akin to Expedition. So if you're familiar with the game, this is another like 5-step process. So this one feels a little. We loaded in earlier today. We were playing a bit, just checking it out. It feels more tedious in a good way, in my opinion. I don't know where you stand, Dave, but it seems like I know in the first round here, 5 surveyor vaults is one of the things, and surveyors are not always the easiest to find, let alone to actually get their cores from them. 15 tick pods. That's more than just 1 or 2 rounds of tick hunting. So I think that's good because I think players that play as much as we do, or more, or even less, it just like it keeps the game fresh and keeps you working towards something. Thoughts there, Mr. Devod?
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. I want there to be a grind for something. It's just go get this and turn it in some small reward. It's great. I hope they keep this. It's the January 7th.
He said that in the group chat. Like, is this going to be next January or what are we doing here?
Right. But I hope we get the February up for the end of February. So it's fun. I want stuff that's harder to. It's cool. I think they need. You have to like sources to certain things.
Yeah, we had talked about this earlier today, but I totally agree. Anything that gives you like any semblance of a project to work on is good in this game. That you're not just going in like, hey, I'm just here to play the game. Something to work for is great. I do think they did a really nice job of matching the more tedious activities, like finding the 5 surveyor vaults, to a really good reward, which is I think it's universal light gun parts blueprint, which is not the easiest thing to find in game. If you don't play all the time, this is a really nice way to get that. So I think they've done a good job here of, yes, if it's going to be a little bit more difficult, at least make the reward worth it. And that to me is a very worthwhile reward.
Now, you said trophy. How similar is this trophy to, say, a gravy bowl or like a mango cup?
Right, good question. It's not enough. I was hoping that this was actually something that, like, in our little rooms on Speranza, that we would get a trophy. I don't know, David. Did you read it? Like that's a thing, or?
So you will see it in your project room, out kind of like the flickering flames with the Thanksgiving table. You'll see your trophy table in the back of the corner. I check that part out. But if it goes away, then it's like, how long do you have it there? It would be nice to something that stays there.
Agreed. Some permanence would be great, just like the turkey bowl, dude.
My name will be on that eventually.
For
It
everybody
will.
listening or watching, Dave and Lowe are the greatest hosts ever, and one of the things at their parties is always a beer pong tournament, and you get your name on a little plaque on the trophy. So, if we could get that in Speranza, that'd be great. All right. Okay, to the cycling map condition that I brought up earlier incorrectly, but this is actually it. It's Bird City this time around. So there are more bird traps both on the ground and on zip lines. There are more players in proximity, which I assume means that more players load in immediately out of the gates, and that also more players come in later into the raid, and there are more flying arc on the map. So a little bit more chaos introduced, which is always good. I think that'll get me to Buried City a bit more, especially when I'm looking to PvP. David, stances on this?
Yeah, so they added more fake birds onto a map. The fake bit they're closer by. I think it's fun. Don't love that it's just Buried City. It's conditions as well. But I got in there for 30 minutes today. It was the only time I saw. It was early this morning. It was neat. I picked up. I did a random loot, some building city. But same exact loot that I had prior. So there's nothing new. Just but right stuff I'll see.
Yeah, I mean, there is apparently you have the graphic of the 5 new rubber ducks.
I don't have it on the. I can pull it up. And we can.
Okay,
Don't have it. Second.
gotcha. Well, I think that is the new loot that is on Buried City, event specific. So there are 5 new rubber ducks, all different colors, which is pretty fun. They're really running with the rubber duck thing, which I really appreciate. I think the rubber ducks are a nice, cool little like fun element, just like Scrappy is. But
Do
yeah,
they
so go
do
ahead.
they move or are they just there? Are they just rubber ducks like just laying around?
Yeah, it's just like another loot item, like the same way that you would loot like fabric or plastic or whatever. The rubber ducks will be available.
Imagine you drive a Jeep and you're put a bunch of
Yeah,
ducks in the front of my Jeep.
literally.
That's basically what it is.
The Jeep drivers are loving it.
They are, in fact. But yeah, I'll be out there looking for some rubber ducks of varying colors for sure, and those also display in your room in Speranza. So I would assume that also means that if you get the colored ones, they'll show up in there as well.
How many ducks do you currently have in your room?
I'm not a duck hoarder. That's not really my style. I don't know. Dave might have a decent little collection. You got any ducks in there?
No ducks, but I do think. I'm glad she brought this up. I think you should be able to transfer some trinkets that are like perma trinkets into your room. Like maybe you get like 2 or 3, 5, right? And that doesn't take up stash space, and they live in your house, and they just stay there. I think it'd be fun to at least like decorate your sacrifice 5 spots. I already deal with item management. It's horrible. It'd be nice to have that addition to the game.
Actually, I completely agree, especially with like the rubber ducks. They do just like end up taking up all of your inventory space. So if you want to display those, you should have a separate little stash space for them. Also, we got 2 new augments. I don't know. Have you seen BP for this or even seen them in game? We have. Okay, word. We have the looting MK3. It's Safekeeper. It's a looting augment that trades weight and utility for increased looting potential, which is kind of cool that this MK3 safe pocket can hold any item. So if you end up finding like a fully decked out Bobcat kinetic converter on it, that can actually go in your safe pocket, which has not been a thing prior. You can't put guns in safe pockets. So it's a decent little trade-off for taking home a good gun. The weight bearing, I think, is 65 kilograms, which is still, you know, if you're running the looting MK3 Survivor, it's still hard to justify taking anything but that. But, you know, nice little option for somebody who's looking to bring home a Hall Cracker 4 Bobcat fully juiced. And then we also have the Tactical MK3 Revival. This guy is focused on utility over defense and looting. It restores 1 health every 5 seconds when damage is taken. The effect is paused for 30 seconds. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dave, but is this not already on an augment in the game?
You were asking she might have a better insight on that one.
Oh shoot!
The augments are not. I'm still running green augments the whole time.
That's true. That's true. Anybody in the comments listening or watching this on YouTube later, just let us know. I feel like this is already on one of the augments, maybe a blue augment, but either way, I think they could have done something cool here, especially calling it Revival, Tactical MK3 Revival. Maybe even if it's not going to be a full-on self-res option, something that keeps you up on the ground that's not like the Survivor kit, but keeps you like full health unless actually knocked out. Like can't be shot at, can't be like killed by bullet. You have to be knocked out. So interesting decision there. We'll see how it plays out. David, we got 7 new quests, dude. Have you touched them? How are we feeling about this?
Not at all. Not a chance. Done. I quit questing. Longer quests until they make it.
Wow.
Can I even do them now? Do I have to go through all of the prior quests to get to those quests? Can we start doing?
I think you do have to get through the prior quests because I also today logged in hopes of like, oh, maybe I can just grab these, but I did not see them on my quest list. Could be wrong, but I didn't see them.
I hope I'm wrong there, but yeah, I don't see the benefit of you can. So it seems like a waste of time at the moment. But jumping back to augments really quick, and just because I think it was a great idea, I saw it somewhere online. Somebody made a fake augment that you can able to attach
The festive one.
the festive one where you can attach an instrument to it and you can play the instrument while it's in like a safe pocket. I would wear that every single time. I would whenever I had to, so that I could always have a guitar and you like keep it in my safe spot, or the flute or the shaker, 100%. So if you guys are listening or inside guy, let's make it happen. You can. Sorry.
No, I want to piggyback on that. I think that stuff like that, if they're really going for the PvE, less PvP focused orientation from here on out, I think stuff like that's. I think that like community feedback is wonderful, dude. I would be so down to go in on raids with like you and Toop or you and Sin, Derek, whoever it may be. If we had that augment on, we were just like the Pied Pipers the whole time running around. I think it would be great, right? Like that would be a way for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna take a couple chill rounds here and do some busking for the people topside. So anything like that could kind of like change up your gameplay for a few rounds and make it fun for all the boys together. Would be
Like
great.
Sea of Thieves. You guys always used to play music on Sea of Thieves.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Thank
I
you.
used to.
Thank you.
I used to write full-on ballads for Derek. I think we got video evidence of that somewhere.
I'm sure.
But yeah, anything that kind of it keeps that element of fun and newness, but like some safety to it as well. Like you're not going to lose your legendary guitar just because you chose to bring it out and play it. Like if you could play it from the safe pocket, more people would do it. Would lead to better clips. Would lead to more engagement online. So I think that would, in their pipeline of engagement and keeping eyes on the game, that would do nothing but benefit them.
Agreed.
Heck yeah! All right, let's try to cruise through these because we want to have some fun towards the end of the episode here. So I'll keep it moving here. Really nice quality of life update is open parties. So you can set your party to open or closed personally. So if you have an open party, if your buddy hops online, they don't have to wait for you to come back out of the game that you're in to invite them. You can just hop on into their lobby. And you can even do it like if your buddy's mid-match. So if David texted me and said, "Hey, I'm hopping in a solo real quick," why are you saying never?
Because I am not making it to the party. Do you know our friend?
That's well for some people. For some people, it's a great update. I agree with you.
Okay. Last thing I need, grateful day. joining into my game whenever.
Well, if you are somebody who is not worried about delightful Derek hopping in your lobby, this is really nice because you can even hop in mid-round. So say Dave's out on a solo, I can hop in there and be like, "Hey man, I'm just waiting for you in the lobby." And then by the time he returns, I'm there and we're ready to go. The Stellamon's seed vault extract is fixed. This is very vague, Dave, but I'm really hoping that means that you can't camp outside or like inside the vault on top of the vault without actually going home. I really hope that sends you home if you're in there.
In your, so you were like vague, and that was the only thing I saw where somebody said they were up. It didn't keep them to Speranza, to the spawn kill, track kill. Why would you expect anybody? So I'm assuming that's what it is. That's what it is.
I do too.
Think of anything that it would be. So
totally.
Gotta be right.
Let's hope, dude. Fingers crossed. We'll update you next week whenever we play a little bit, see if there's any extra campers in there. Big update for keyboard and mouse. Something really nice. If you are on the keys, mouse smoothing option to turn off has been added to the game. So for the first few months of the game's life here, it has been forced on. So mouse smoothing has always been on. I turned it off today and it just felt immediately a million times better. So it just feels like every other game. There's no smoothing on the screen. If you're not a mouse and key player, all that means is that your mouse does exactly what you tell it to. So exactly what your input is, exactly how your character moves with no like smoothing of the mouse, which is a really nice update, and it keeps your games consistent across the board. And for our controller players, we got gamepad rebinding. So if you want to rebind keybinds, that is now an available option. How you feeling about that over there, Mr. Controller Player?
I was gonna say I'm super excited about smoothing. It's gonna help me. And then the is big. All good.
Heck yeah. Beautiful. Over here in the chat, we got A Miller 189 saying hi. Hello, Adam. What's up? What's up, buddy?
Can I ask real quick, A Miller 189? Are you still ever again? Or let me know if he gets back to us. That's all.
I will. I shall. Before we get into the fun stuff, let's just go through this Q1 2026 roadmap. A couple days ago, they released their roadmap from here until April. So from January, we're currently in January through April. They're calling it Escalation. Dave, I know I'm not really going to go through exactly what they said. If you want to put the graphic up, he's got the graphic. This is a tough one. I think we need to kind of dive into this a little bit. How are we feeling? Is this enough content for you? Is this enough content for general public? Is this enough for the people that play all day, every day? Where do we sit on this?
I yelled at. Block off. Second here, so we can see it. It's like that. I was very underwhelmed. There when I know I think I said in the group chat I was expecting shouldn't expect more. But I don't know. I just think that throughout should have more bigger stuff on there. They have that there's the expedition windows on there. Why is that part of your roadmap that we already know that the expedition is going to know what's happening in the game? Show us stuff that we don't know about or that's happening that's new to the game. It looks like they repeat a lot of stuff that they've already talked about. Like you can't just add as well as quality life updates. I don't know. I love the game. I just think it could have been and then they did push out a lot of stuff. It's like right into March whenever marathon comes, which I know they needed to, but it looks like they just filled it in with like filler. They could have put, hey, new quest line. If they promoted the creator decks and the player projects more and made more in depth on those, all of it seems very vague and not. And I come from Destiny, so I know that. But this just seems a little.
Yeah, well said. This one was tough for me too because I think my immediate reaction was very similar to yours, which was like, oh my God, this feels like nothing new until April, really. So just for those people listening that can't see the graphic, really what we got was like one new map condition, a couple new arc threats, and then in April we'll actually get a new map. So that's 4 months worth of content where there's not a ton going on here. I think my initial reaction was the same as Dave's. I was certainly like upset with the amount of content here and not like super excited to stay invested. But I think this is the moment where it's like they are a smaller mid-tier boutique studio. They don't have Call of Duty money. They don't have EA money. They don't have the giant corporation money. So things are going to move a little slower. Patches are going to come out slower, and just general content is not going to be as quick as those games. I think that the major issue here is that we've all just been so trained into expecting content rolling out, weekly, bi-weekly by other games that like when a studio can't keep up with that level of newness, players are like, oh my God, now I don't know what to do. So I don't know. I think it's a little 50-50. I think it's a bit on the player base, but it does feel objectively a little lackluster. It does feel like we're really waiting until April for a new map, in 2 months for even just a new arc threat. So,
and then like again the dark, they should have just focused on that. But this is what it was. Just give us monthly then, and what's coming up. I just think of like expansion stuff we're getting a scrappy update. That's great.
why is it in the escalation
For March,
roadmap?
Yeah, for scrappy up.
I agree, man. I agree.
I mean, for them being like a much smaller studio, do you think that maybe they're just trying to give you guys like a glimpse of what's coming? And maybe it'll take a bit longer to get you more information because they are taking so much feedback and trying to put it into action?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're doing. But I think Dave made a great point. Like they didn't need to do this, and maybe the safer way is to stay like a little more mysterious and just roll out like a monthly, like, hey, this is what to expect this month. Instead of giving us this 4-month window where then gamers can start to like look ahead and be like, well, Marathon releases in March, so I'll be playing more Marathon then. But this game, it's also important to zoom out. Like perspective wise, this game has been a massive success and it has retained an insane majority of its player base. So even with a lackluster content rollout, like I think the core game is still just as good as we have always thought it was, and it will retain most players. I think they're aware internally that they're not going to keep everybody all the time forever, but I think Dave's right. I think they could have rolled it out like month by month, and it would have kept us on our toes, and we wouldn't be sitting here having this discussion.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a game should have downtime, and I'm not gonna stop playing Arc Raiders. I sat through Destiny when and I know you wouldn't know, but there's an expansion that came out that was Curse of Osiris, and it was the worst thing ever. They put it out, nobody liked it. It was sad because all the Warlock people were like, "Yeah, we're getting Warlock content," and then it was awful. And no, like it was just repetitive and awful. And but I still played for 7 years after that. So it's not going to stop me from playing the game. I enjoy the core concept of everything. I just, again, I would expect something a little bit bigger on the, you know, on the roadmap anyway.
Totally. Well said. Okay, over here in the chat, Adam said he's retired. To your previous
Oh
question,
my goodness, I can't with him. He's the worst.
Bree says, "What's up to the wives?" and that y'all are looking fine. So, cheers to that. There we go.
Hello, fellow
It-
dime.
oh, hello, fellow dime. Adam said he got a purple heart when he was murdered last night. What does this mean, Dave?
Oh, he's salty. We were gonna play later last night, and I'm like, "Hey, you hopping on?" There's no, I got extract killed, and I'm done. It took the fun out of the game. I uninstalled it. So
Oh no! All right, our second friendly co-host has left the game. We're down to two friendly co-hosts that are still playing. We'll get him back. We'll get him back, huh?
we'll trick him back into the game for sure.
It's too much of a drug, dude. He's coming back. He'll be like, man, what I really want to do right now is play Arc Raiders. All right. What do you say? Hey, let's move into some fun stuff here.
I'm all for it. What we got?
Let's do a little episode. Everybody's favorite episode, the quick hits, dude. The quick hits segment. As always, we will put an arbitrary amount of time on the board, and you will be awarded an arbitrary amount of points after the timer is up. We got two extra fun human beings here today, so the questions will be a firing. We're minimum 20 questions. I'm sure we might get more than that. So, what do you say? Everybody ready? Noni, Lo, you ready to go?
Ready.
All right,
Let's do
we're
it.
in there. All right, I'll start this week. I'm gonna ask
Okay.
Win. Dave, give me a little countdown, baby, and then we'll get going.
All right, hold on. I have to get this graphic off the screen because we're done with that for right now. The timer's on. The points are ready to go. All right,
Can you make sure the timer's big? I
Yep,
can't see.
it's there. You'll see it. You'll see it.
Peter Pan it, man. Just use your imagination.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Exactly. And then
You know I'm
all
not
right,
good with time
and
management.
we're gonna do it on
You're
three.
actually the best with time management. I'm the bad one.
On
All right, ready,
three.
Dave?
Yep, on three. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Noner, of all the games we've watched together over the last 9 years, which one stands out the most? Like, which game do you enjoy watching, or do you still enjoy watching the most?
I think Marvel Rivals. All of the little like quick little like one-liners that everyone does. It's just so fun. I love it. And all the different characters. And I actually recognize some characters, so that's really cool.
All right, good answer. I thought you would say Fortnite, but I like it. I like it. As a gamer yourself, how much would you recommend Alan Wake to the general public on a scale of 1 to 10? How much did you enjoy that experience?
Well, for myself, I would say 10 out of 10, but not everyone likes creepy, spooky crime. So probably for the general public, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. But it's really cool because you can play like super hard difficulty, or you can play absolutely no shooting at all and just go through the storyline, which I think is really cool.
All right, all right.
I second that. But I also really enjoyed watching DJ play it because it was a little too scary sometimes.
Yeah.
Every time I'd bop out and look, I'd be like, "What are you fighting right now?
It's
What is
wild.
going on?" Are you smarter than a fifth grader? We just downloaded this on the PlayStation Store. It's $3 right now if anybody's into this. So Noni, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Unfortunately, I think we proved that I am not.
I disagree.
So
I think you won.
you won. I lost.
If you played solos, I think you'd be smarter than a fifth grader.
Yeah, I just don't know a lot of random facts is all.
Final answer, you're a pharmacist. You're smarter than a fifth grader. W. IRL, Connect 4 or Connect 4 Extreme? What are you choosing?
Connect 4 because I'm better at it.
You are the GOAT of Connect 4. Good choice, good choice. Last but not least, is Animal Crossing the greatest game ever created, and why?
I would say it's up there. It's up there. I really like just doing whatever the hell I want. You just log in and you can go farm, or you can go, I don't know, search for sea creatures. It's really cool. You can do whatever you want.
Excellent, excellent. All right, ding, 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 ding. Timer expired. Dave, point value.
I was supposed to keep track of points.
Yeah.
Oh, 7,222.
Wow. Nice
Nice.
job. All
Yeah,
right, round of
Love it.
applause,
Let
round
me
of
write
applause,
that
round of
down real
applause.
quick, though, just so we have the
Yep.
perfect. Love it. Oh wait, I forgot to shut the timer off too. All right, we're good. We're back on track. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. I get to ask some questions here now, right?
You're up, coach.
All right. So ours is going to be a little like the timer is going to be adjusted a little bit because I have to ask a question. I have to mute myself so we don't get some feedback. So you get a few extra seconds on the clock. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
That will also be counted for in points, in point value.
Right. Obviously. Okay. So
All right, David.
I have a few questions. Go ahead. Count me down.
In 3, 2, 1.
Okay, wife. We're playing Arc Raiders together, and I get killed, and my killers run off. Would you loot my body and extract, or would you avenge my death?
I'm definitely just going to loot your body.
That hurts.
No chill, no chill.
Do you want me to leave all your stuff behind? We worked hard for that.
You're gonna keep it. You're not giving it back. Okay. Question 2. If you were to create a bingo card of all the things I say while we're playing Arc Raiders, what would be the free space on that bingo card? Like, what's the one thing that you know I'm gonna say?
Friendly, friendly, friendly. But most recently it's been I love you, but very aggressively.
That's true. I do tell the people we kill that I love them.
You do.
Okay, next question. Based off of all of your knowledge in Arc Raiders, in the entire universe, out of the lore, are the birds real or are they Arc?
They're definitely Arc.
Ooh.
Thank you. Okay.
Dave, it's like 8-1 on this
I know,
answer, bro.
We're killing it. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how dramatic am I when I play Arc Raiders?
27.
Okay. Is the best
bonus
ever.
points for that.
No, exactly. All right. Question 5. Is our friend Special Adam ever going to play Arc Raiders again?
Probably. Not regularly, and only if it's friendly.
I like it. All right, last question. I'm going to skip over the question 6. We're going straight to 7. Our anniversary is coming up. Will I play Arc Raiders on our anniversary?
I'd be very surprised if you didn't.
All right, ding, 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 ding. We're done. All right, so Coda, how many
God.
points are we sitting at?
I think that catapults low to the top of our leaderboard. My calculations here are 9,427 points. Absolutely incredible answers.
Beautiful.
Dude, she's not shooting at anybody. She's looting your body and she's out of there.
And I'm not
and you're
getting any of
never
that
seeing
back.
that loot.
I'm not getting it back. I could be a Hall
You'll
Cracker
never
4.
see it.
I'm not getting it.
That's true.
What's yours?
Well,
It's
if I try
ours
to
and we'll
avenge
tell
you,
us
I'm
about
gonna
it.
die. So, do you really want that for me?
I have so much faith in you.
Might be a big brain move there from the young Will. All right, Noni, you ready? You're up now.
I'm ready.
All right, Dave, a little countdown, dude. We'll get this
All
thing
right.
going. We reset the timer. Everything good?
Yep, I got the scoreboard and the timer reset. When on 3, you're gonna go. Okay.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, Coda, do you actually enjoy watching me play video games, or is it torturous for you? I.e., when I miss almost all the jumps in Split Fiction.
Oh, split fiction doesn't count. That was fun. I think that proved that we were a great team. We got through that pretty well.
Even when I swing on things for multiple times.
It took you a little. It took you a little while, but you ended up getting it. I think sometimes it's harder to watch, like when you were playing Alan Wake and like, your poor cursor was going all over the screen. You couldn't hit the zombies. That's a little tougher, but I will say you care enough about things that you're always trying to improve at them. So I have a ton of respect for you, like actually trying to get better at something.
I paused the timer really quick. It's more torturous for him to watch us play whenever we're playing a game. So continue.
Okay.
Actually true. Actually true.
Okay, what's more sweaty, your palms during Alex Honnold's Taipei free climb or my hands anytime I game?
Oh my god. I'm a dry hand gamer. I was so sweaty watching Alex Honnold climb the free climb. I don't know. I pick up the controller after you're done, and that thing is just like you dropped it in the bathtub. But I don't know. I sweat for 2 hours straight watching that climb. I have no good answer for this. I think equal amounts of palm sweat.
Okay. What one 21 Pilots song represents Arc Raiders the best?
God. Oh God.
By the gods.
Dude, I'm gonna get 0 points for this. I'm like 0 for 3 on these
You're
answers.
losing points here, yeah, by the second.
Yeah. That's a heavy question. I don't know.
City Walls.
You're right. You're right. That's the answer.
Minus 5,000 for me there. Final answer, City Walls. Continue.
Okay. Are you ever playing the same game as Toop?
What the heck? I'm getting annihilated over here.
This is the best ever.
When Tube and I played Rematch, we were playing the same game. So yes.
Okay, and the last one. How will you ever survive on our week-long vacation without no Arc Raiders play?
We're going skiing, so irrelevant. Skiing and mountain biking transcend video games. I will survive.
Coda,
Done.
you got 5 points.
Yeah, that sounds about right, dude.
And
I
then
got
it was
roasted. My God.
Slytherin has more points than you right now.
Oh, sheesh.
That's
Wait,
okay.
does that mean that my original point score is now
No.
invalidated?
No, you get to keep your highest score, I think, right?
Okay,
Like
okay.
we'll keep it there. Also, if you need to borrow the ally, let me know. Right?
Will do. All right, next up we have Lo asking Dave questions. Lo,
Right.
are you ready, my friend?
Well, this is gonna be difficult again. All right, but you have to click real loud. You're talking. Perfect.
You get a little extra time on the clock because we are doing the mute unmute thing. In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, DJ. What term would you have used instead of goop?
Poop.
Poop, 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 poop.
Gotta get that poop. Gotta get that poop.
All right. If ARC is an acronym, what does it stand for?
You got on mute there, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna. Well, no, but I'm thinking it's gonna be. So, already really confused.
All right. If you were a merchant in Speranza, what kind of trinkets would you pay the raiders to bring you?
Merch from the Arc Raiders website.
We never saw it coming.
All right. What are the ARC going to do after they eliminate the human race?
Create merch for the Arc Raiders website.
He's a simple man.
All right, last question. What would make you stop playing ARC Raiders tomorrow, if anything?
That's a great question. I was gonna say like no, nothing. I can't. I'm playing it. I can't stop playing. Yeah, I don't know what they would. I'm addicted. I can't. There's no class. Can't.
Adam just said in the chat,
Yeah. Right.
um.
Yeah. No. That's it. I'm playing.
That was like me with
till
the
it's done.
21 Pilots question.
I was gonna say like the merch store or like a battle pass, but they have that, but they do it well. So I can't even be mad at them for that. They do it right. Not stopping.
What
Can't
about a
stop, won't stop.
$500,000 hockey contract?
No, I'm just gonna keep playing Arc Raiders.
Good answer.
We have to go.
All right,
Arc
Noni.
Raiders, get me merch.
Noni, point allotment for the young DJ Oros. How many did he receive?
More than five.
I'm gonna give no, I'll give you more than that. 600.
All right.
Oh, she's a tough judge.
That's
Holy.
I stand for my man.
That's 500 more than Slytherin, so we're good.
And it's 550 more than me.
It's more than that.
I'd like to. Didn't you say 600?
Yeah, and you have 5.
You got
Oh,
five.
595. 595. I thought I got 50. My bad. Quick math off. I think I gotta allot Dave some bonus points for the double Arc Raiders merch answers. It's too good.
I mean,
plus 300.
Yes. Still just ahead of Slytherin.
All right. Well done, everybody. Well
At least he's
done.
consistent.
We will update the leaderboards on our X/Twitter this week with new graphics and new point allotments.
True.
Okay. To rehash something that Dave brought up during these questions, I want to do most common phrases. We'll go to Low first, and then we'll go to Noni. What are the things in your given household that you hear us say the most? Like, give me the top 3 things that Dave is saying. And do any of them, like, are any of them funny to you? Do any of them, like, piss you off? And anything in between? Like, how do you react to the things that we're saying here? Low first.
So friendly, you know, just constantly nonstop anytime there's anybody else around him. On me, all the time.
Because I'm dying a lot.
Yeah, and it hasn't been consistent through all of his gameplay, but recently he's very aggressively yelling that he loves people as he kills them or as they kill him.
True. There's a lot of love going around from the DJ Oros.
And unless I'm like actively trying to do something, like it's honestly just an expectation of him playing games. It's never, you know, sometimes it's a little unexpected just because he's been quiet for a moment and then it kind of comes out of nowhere if he's you know, not playing like with his friends online and he's just like talking to some rando. But unless I'm like trying to sleep and he's, you know, being very loud, it's, you know, just an expectation.
All right. That's true love right there. She just expects us to be saying nonsensical things while scamming. That's a keeper,
and
man.
Honestly, when I have the opportunity, I like him to like put the chat, you know, on speaker just so I can hear what's going on. Because if I'm gonna, you know, have it on in the background, I at least want to know what's going on in the conversation.
That's true. It's always only one-sided. You only know what you're saying.
Speaking of, what are the things that you're hearing out there in the living room when I'm stuck in here in my little gaming room?
Well, you're funny because you repeat everything at least 3 times. So when you say something, it's like you're saying it. You're a big gooper. You really like the goop.
He really does, doesn't he?
I do like.
He
I like
likes
goop.
to goop. And
what do you mean by
the?
What do you mean by the 3 thing? Like I'll be like behind the wall, like that.
Yeah. Exactly like that. Or like he's won. And I'm like, he's won. Is he won? Sometimes I make fun of you, but it's all out of love.
Okay, what else are you hearing? I know I guarantee I have phrases, but I don't know what they are. I want to know.
Yeah, so definitely he's one. He's one. That's a big one.
Weak. He's one. He's one. 1 HP. 1 HP. 1 HP.
1 HP. 1 HP.
He's the
Yeah.
only one out of our group that says that. So because he's the
1
only one that
HP?
because he's the only one that actually shoots people, and so it helps.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, without like, I would have to. You do say a lot of things. I can't think of any right now. I
Oh
think
God.
by the gods. You say that a lot too. You say a lot of burnt peanuts things. Burnt peanut has infiltrated your life.
He
and-
has. I don't even watch a ton of Burnt Peanut, which is crazy. Like in terms of all the streamers that I watch, he's very the things that he says stick with you for
They're
sure.
quotable. Yeah.
That's a very quotable guy.
Yeah.
All right, that's all you got. We're stopping there.
That's all I got for now. But I do want to make a bingo card at one point.
Yeah,
Just watch a stream.
I
We're
agree.
working on it.
I
Let's go.
Yeah.
I think you and Lo should make bingo cards with our most common phrases and then play like versus each other. And that'll be the
Yes.
stream. It won't even be our gameplay. It'll just be you guys filling out the bingo cards of
Yeah.
us in the other room.
Yes.
Stay tuned on the TikTok for a nice live Twitch stream of that.
A live bingo game going on. How exciting.
Adam Miller said, "What's a square foot?" Adam, is that a reference to the Cloaksy Peanut interaction?
It absolutely is. I sent that to him today.
That's funny. Clock was like, "Yeah, but what's a square foot?"
Brace yourself for this one. When you just sit down.
He's so good. All right. We are getting close to the end here, but I do want to wrap it up with a couple more things. On a meta level, the two ladies in the chat, do you guys see Arc Raiders on your social media feeds? If so, what are you seeing? Like, are you seeing content creators? Are you seeing clips of the game? Are you seeing funny moments? Like, what has infiltrated just like your social media feeds? Or do you not see the game at all there?
Well, DJ sends me things.
No.
So I think that's definitely part of the reason that it's in my algorithm now. You know, just like silly, funny things. I see lots of things just like on my feed about, you know, the wives of the Arc Raiders and, you know, the men being in their, you know, game for hours on end and like
It's the
coming to like check in
mistress.
to make sure that she's still there.
Wait,
Arc Raiders is the mistress right now.
yeah, Noni, you shared the one with me that she just like went off. She was like, "And what's with this peanut? Arc Raiders, I got a bone to pick. You've taken my man." Noni, how about you? What are you seeing over there? Outside of, I know you see some burnt peanut stuff.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of the things I see are all like streamer based, like clips of streamers mostly being funny, which I can appreciate. Not a lot of gameplay.
Yeah. I had a feeling that would be the answer, and I think that's really interesting, Dave. I'd like to pick your brain about that. Like,
Yeah.
I think when this game is truly transcendent, when it's really like getting outside of just, you know, people who game a lot. Get this thing off my screen right now. What the heck? I just broke my computer.
No.
I think we're good. Am I still here? Hello?
You're alive, yeah.
Okay. I do think that the thing that transcends just the gaming sphere is like the funnier clips or the like more like people riding Rocketeers and like playing guitar on top of a Rocketeer. So I think it's like important to reflect on that. I want to know where you stand, but I think that that's like, that really is the thing that like catches people's attention in this game. And it's not just always the like the matriarch event or like a super sweaty PvP lobby that might catch your and my attention. So
yeah, no, I think you're right, and I think it's not always the best clips aren't always somebody winning a 3v3 or a 1v3 or anything like that, and it's like stuff that I can send and even to Lil Poop over here, like people throwing a bunch of snitch scanners off of a roof to try to get, you know, to cause chaos at an extract for people, and I'll send that to her. And just because it's funny, like there's just like random like things in game, and like you said, like grappling onto a anything flying, or just the silly little things in the game that I think anybody can kind of like understand, even if they don't play the game. And then tying it into, you know, other real life stuff that there's no gameplay at all, or just little clips of real life. And, you know, I know we went back to it a bunch of times, but like seeing something in the house, I'll be like, I wonder how many, you know, plastic parts I could get out of that. And, I don't know. I think it's hit. Again, I played a lot of Destiny. I've played a lot of video games. Nothing seems this big as far as like social media. And I know it keeps growing and growing, but like it's a lot, and it hits from like every angle. So
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
a great
lot
point.
of
Go ahead,
Oh,
though.
sorry. A lot of the things that I see in other creators aren't even like I see almost nothing that's actually like gameplay. Like yeah, I see like, you know, finding things that like remind you of arc raiders. Um, uh, one of the ones that I thought was really funny was you know, what these people had in their houses before the arc came, and it's somebody opening a cabinet and there's a cat bed up there, and like things that like, you know, are obviously game related but like not really important to like actually, you know, like winning and playing the game. Like I know that you need to, you know, collect loot and everything, but it's just like actual people. Like I see almost zero like actual gameplay.
That's really cool. I honestly think that's so cool, right? Like Apex was nowhere near that, Call of Duty nowhere near that, Destiny nowhere near that. Like that's definitely taking a bigger leap into popular culture. Really, really cool. All right, well, thanks for your input there, everybody. Dave, let's wrap it up. Let's do 2 more things. We'll do rate of the week and then workbench, and then we'll get out of here.
oh, okay.
Okay, so rate of the week this week. This might be a little recency bias, but I really hope we have the same rate of the week. You first, my friend.
Okay, so my favorite raid of the week was we you know, I saw a clip online. I went in with my buddy Sinister and Tapito. I think it was Tapito. It was definitely Tapito. And we or no, Damage Out and Tapito. And we were going up there. We saw people throwing the snitch scanners at extracts. And the video I saw, they weren't even killing them. They were just like causing chaos, letting them get down. They extract everything. But so what happens? You throw the snitch scanner and it brings down 3 other arc. So if you throw like 20 of these things, it brings in like, you know, 60 arc that are just flying around like crazy. So we tried this. We were like, okay, we have at least, you know, 7 to 10 each. We chuck all of these scanners down into the extract, and the team that we threw them on handled it like champions. They killed every single arc, they looted them all, and then they left, no problem. And it was hilarious. Like, it was the funniest thing because it failed so hard, but it was like, it was a moment that I loved. And it was like, all right, we're not actually playing the game the way it's like meant to be played. Something funny happened. It didn't affect anybody's. We weren't like ratting to get them or anything. It was just, you know, we were trying to be funny, and it failed so bad because they were so clean at the game, and I loved it. It was definitely my favorite raid of the week.
Well, you were that's incredible. You were streaming that. I was watching. Somehow the one team that you did it to had a hull cracker. So the kid with the hull cracker just literally cleaned up like 30 wasps and hornets like it was nothing, and then they extracted, and y'all were sitting on the roof like, okay, well, that there goes our clip.
It was so funny though.
It was a better clip for those kids. They just cleared it all out and went home.
Yeah, but can you imagine like what they're thinking? Like, oh, these jerks throwing all these scanners down here, like, and then they just handled it and left. Like, it had to at least be funny a little bit for them. And I love that about the game, that those moments happen. Like, again, even like Lil Poop said, like when I'm dying or when I'm killing people, and I'm like, I love you, I love you, I love you. Like stuff you wouldn't expect to, you know, be in the game. I don't know. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it keeps it fresh and keeps it, you know, not so serious all the time. I love that playing with you and like Sin. Like I'll give that my rate of the week. That was earlier, but our lobbies, like our joined lobbies, are a little bit more in the middle. So like I can have some more fun with it. It's not as sweaty. But yeah, earlier today we were hanging out, minding our own business. We were being friendly. I was doing my absolute best to be friendly. And then a team rolled up on us. We had already killed one team who had also pushed us when we were trying to be friendly. Then another team came, and we just absolutely ran them over. So I thought they had nothing. I thought they were just free kids. I was like, okay, like we'll go loot them in a bit. It turns out I walked out of there with 6 wolf packs, 3 deadlines, an Il Toro 4 fully gooped, and a Tempest 4 fully gooped. The Tempest was worth like $43,000. And then I think the 2 kids that you and Sin looted were also like kitted to the nines. So that was my raid of the week just because it was so unexpected. We were trying to play the friendly, and then it played out like that. And then on the way out, we killed a leaper because I had 6 wolf packs, so I just threw 3 and he was dead.
So I will say I got a Hallcracker 4 fully, kitted out. I got a couple like looting MK3s and a bunch of other stuff. I'm like, we need to go. And then Sinister's like, I didn't get anything.
Yeah, it's like, where's the third body?
Another excellent raid. I do think that one's up there. I just thought me failing so bad at the snitch scanner like topped it out just a little bit.
Right. I mean, even that's a clip in its own right. You just post that as like when you're trying to make a clip and then the other team just says no way. You just Hallcracker all your wasps.
I just wish I had their view from it. Like I wish they were streaming and I could find it and they're like they just handle it and done. I love it.
True. All right, good raids. Ladies, any raids of the week from your viewing and or hearing us in our respective rooms screaming at our monitors?
I'm finally farming in Animal Crossing.
Oh,
That's my raid of the week.
Okay, what
I
does
now
this
can
mean?
make flour and sugar and make all of the food.
Why is this big? Like, does this completely change the way you play the game?
We'll find out.
Okay, to be determined.
Keep us updated, please. Yes.
Check in next week. Episode 11. How important is flour? How about you, Lo? Anything? Playing anything right now? Any game of the week?
Not at the moment, but I have to go because we have to watch the new Fallout. And supposedly they're going to remaster Fallout 3 and or New Vegas, so I will definitely be playing those.
All right, so raid of the week is the fact that they're remastering Fallout.
That's what it sounds like.
That's big. All right, David, take us out with a workbench, my friend. What do we got on the docket this week?
All right, so I have. Yeah, I'm quick. This is an easy one because
I was like, but seriously, we have to go.
Right, I know. So workbench of the week, and this is for Tapedo, because I know he's not a big graphics T guy. He doesn't like a lot of like big branding stuff on his gaming merch. So my workbench of the week is if whoever's making the merch over at Arc Raiders, could you make some like sleeker, little like not as big branded, like just a little maybe tiny symbol in the corner or something on the shoulder or nothing is crazy. So just some more merch and variants of merch that we could get on the Arc Raiders website would be my workbench.
Subtlety is key. Dave, now I never thought in a million years you might say something about merch. That was a first.
I know that's rare for me, but it's important.
Heck yeah. All right. Because we got to go watch Fallout, or the two above me need to go watch Fallout. We're going to get out of here. So thank you once again for the wives for being on the Dimes episode.
Thank you both. Thank you.
To my left is Win. Above me, diagonally is Low Poop. And thanks to co-host Mr. DJ Oros.
Love you.
As always, I'm Coda. Follow us on all of our socials at the Tick Pod. Dave's been active over there, so we love to see that. And we'll be back next week with episode 11. Thank you guys. Love you. Thanks for joining.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.